Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Mansa Queen, and today I am taking you back to the motherland, and I am showing you how we make Africa's or West Africa's most popular food, which is jollof rice, which originally came from the Senegambia region. Google is your friend, guys. Google it. These are historical facts. My Nigerian and Ghanaian friends, I am so sorry that you guys are fighting over it, but hey, we are not here to argue, okay? I am here to show you how we, the jollof people of the ancient Jollof Empire back in the day, cook a jollof rice. Again, my name is Mansa, and today I am showing you an African recipe. Like I said, this is precisely, I believe it is the most popular dish in West Africa, and it is cooked in different ways in different countries. And today I will be showing you how I, as someone born in the Gambia, will cook mine. So without any further ado, let's get cooking. Okay, friends, so to appease my Nigerian husband, I am going to be using some goat meat today. This is what it looks like. It has the skin on and it's smoked, so it has a really tasty, smoky flavor. You can use beef, chicken, or even fish. You can use any protein of your choice to make your jollof rice. And you would also need this is red bell peppers. Yes, fresh red bell peppers. I boiled it down to reduce all the water and then I blended it into this smooth paste. So this is red bell peppers, the sweet ones. And this right here is my homemade tomato puree, and I have a recipe for it, a short 1 minute video in the description box below. You can look it up to check it out, and it has tomatoes and peppers and onions as well. So these two are a must have. You need tomatoes, peppers, and onions blended. I would also be using some green bell peppers, one habanero pepper for heat. I have some fresh garlic, fresh ginger, some bay leaves. I have some yellow onions and some green onions, the spring onions. Now, bay leaves, I must say, is a must have, and I see people use it in different varieties of jollof rice. So it is a key ingredient. So to start with, I'm gonna season up my goat meat with some salt. You can use any salt of your choice. I'm also gonna add some black pepper. Now, like I said, this dish is cooked in different ways depending on where you're from. So this is just how I make mine. So I am using my traditional pot, this caldero, and that sign you see right there, those marks, that is the sign of a well-seasoned pot. So I am going to be blending my peppers and onions and tomatoes and the crushed red bell peppers as well. Blending all of that in my blender. And you would also need some tomato paste. Yes, guys, tomato paste is a must-have because it is what is going to give you the rich red color in your jollof rice. So Hunt's is my favorite brand of tomato paste whenever I'm cooking jollof rice. So once my oil heats up, I'm going to go ahead and start frying my meat. So while that is going on, let me tell you a quick story. So there was this fight going on between Nigerian and Ghanaian students about who had the best jollof rice or where it came from. And I was just sitting back like, dude, both of you just go sit down somewhere. It got nothing to do with you, okay? Look it up. Google is your friend. Anyway, in comes in my bay leaf because when you put it at this point, it's gonna fragrant your oil so much and it will be really tasty. So my meat has been frying for the last 20 minutes, and this is what it looked like. You can see that it's more dry now. The moisture has evaporated. So I am adding about 1/4 of a cup of roughly chopped yellow onions, and this is going to caramelize. And at this point, I want to add in my tomato paste. You can dissolve it in water first so that it cooks faster, but it works just fine this way. So I use the whole can of tomato paste. Again, all the measurements and ingredients that I use will be listed in the description box below. Okay, I am doing exact measurements so that when you want to try it at home, you would get the same results that I would get. So you want your tomato paste to cook on low medium heat because you do not want it to burn, and make sure that you're stirring it constantly. What you want to do is you want to see the tomatoes separate completely like it's looking right now. So at this point you just have to be patient and just sit right there, keep stirring it, and don't let those tomatoes burn. This too base is very important. Now I'm adding in my blended mixture, and I think I blended a little too much, so I'm not using all of it. So you want to keep frying it again on low heat, because at this point, remember, we have the garlic in there, so you do not want the taste of burnt garlic. And I'm gonna go ahead and season with my Maggi cubes. You can use salt or any seasoning stock of your choice. I'm also going to go in with some black pepper. Feel free to use any seasoning of your choice. Again, I'm using a little bit of thyme. Now, we don't usually put thyme in ours, but I kind of got used to it. So I'm adding just a little bit of thyme. I don't want it to overpower the taste of the goat meat. I want all the natural taste in there. So just keep frying on low heat. And this is what we have right now, and I have been frying this on low heat for at least 30 minutes. Guys, the stew base for the jollof rice is what is going to determine the taste and color. So you want to cook it really good, and see how it's getting darker like it is. This is what is going to give you that good color. So now it's time to put water, and I am adding some water. Again, all the measurements are listed in the description box. The amount of water you would add would depend on how much rice you're cooking and the type of rice you're using. So for today's recipe, I will be using some basmati rice, which does not take a lot of water. So I am using 6 cups of rice, and I'm only adding 7 cups of water. Now, another Gambian twist that we do, and a Gambian twist, is that we like to add veggies to every meal that we cook. We do not just eat meat and rice. So I am going to be adding some cabbage, and I decided to put that skewer there so that it keeps all the cabbage pieces together. I'm also going to add some carrots. You would typically add any vegetable of your choice, really. I would also float in 2 habanero peppers. The reason for this is that if you have kids and you don't want to put too much pepper in your food, you can just float it. Make sure you leave the stump on it so it does not burst in the food and make it really spicy. So we're going to cover it up and let that cook. If you guys are enjoying this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Now, this is my basmati rice. Again, I am using 6 cups of rice, and this is what it looks like, and it's dirty, so I'm gonna go ahead and wash it really good. So what I do is I just add water to it and make sure that I'm washing it all through. Then you can see that the water is getting cloudy. I would drain that water out and then add more water to it, wash it again, drain it out, and you want to repeat this until the water runs clear, like you see in the video. And there is our rice. Now, another difference in Gambian cuisine is that we do not boil our rice, but we do steam it first. So since I'm out here in the US, I'm going to use my microwave to do that for 6 minutes. Now, checking on our stew base for our jollof rice, you can see that it has come to a boil, and you can see the oil already floating to the top. Baby, that is an indication of good food. So, you want to taste for salt. I am going in with a little salt because I needed some. So guys, I'm going to cover that to cook, and my rice is out of the microwave. I did not add any water to it. I just put the washed wet rice in the microwave for 6 minutes, and this is what it looks like. This has reduced the cooking time The rice is already cooked at about, let's say, 20%, and this is what it looks like. So you just put that aside. Now, checking on our stew once again, I can see that my veggies are cooked. You can leave your veggies to whatever texture you like. I don't like my vegetables overcooked. I still like some crunch in them, so I am gonna go ahead and take it out. Now, I have seen two people on YouTube that cook jollof rice, a little similar to what I do, which is Nanaba's Kitchen and Sweet Ajili. So I guess Gambian jollof rice is closer to Ghanaian jollof rice compared to Nigerian jollof rice. That is just an observation, okay? So this is what my cooked veggies look like. As you can see, they look really good and highly nutritious for you. You're gonna get a balanced meal when you eat Gambian jollof because you're gonna get your protein, your starch, your carbs, and then you're gonna get your vegetable. Come on now, you can't beat that. What do you have to say? Now I'm tasting for salt. Make sure at this point you want to taste for salt because once you put that rice, baby, you can't fix it. So taste for salt. Make sure you adjust all your seasonings, and it is time to add our rice. This dish is a one pot dish. That is why in the Gambia we call it Bena Chin. Bena means one, like number one, and Chin means cooking pot. So Bena Chin means a pot, a dish that you're cooking one pot. So this is a one pot dish. We do not put boil and then take it out, fry it, and then start the stew base. We cook everything from beginning to end in one pot, and that is how the name came about in Gambian Wolof, which is Benachin, and in Senegal, it's called chep. Chep simply means rice, but it's what they used to call Benachin. Gambia and Senegal are pretty much the same. My maternal grandmother was born and raised in Senegal, migrated to Gambia, and that was how we came about. Okay, a little history over there on Mansa Queen's roots. All right, guys, so here is our rice. You want to cover it tightly and let it steam. Okay. Again, to appease my Nigerian husband, I went ahead to fry him some plantains, and I actually really like it. I like to have fried plantains on this as a side when I'm eating my jollof rice. I just came to, get used to it because he likes to eat it. And again, I was gonna mention that so the amount of water you use should be very proportional to the amount of rice that you're using. So pay attention to the type of rice that you have because we might even be using the same basmati rice, but yours will be different than mine. So this is what our rice looks like. This is about 5 minutes after I put the rice in and covered it, and you can see it is beginning to come together, but it is nowhere near being cooked. You can still see that the rice is really white. Once it starts to cook, you will see the rice start to turn a little translucent, and it would be softer when you try to break it. So at this point, I am just avoiding any burns. So I'm stirring it all the way to the bottom. Make sure that your rice is not sticking. And I have turned my stove down to number 2, 10 being the highest. So it is on low heat. You're just trying to steam this rice to perfection. And this is 20 minutes later. I am going in again to fluff out that rice, and you can see, guys, it is beginning to come really good. And it is still not done though, because just by looking at it without touching it, I can tell that it's just it has to cook a little more. But you can see that it is getting cooked, and you would notice that I did not take out the meat when I was putting the rice in. That's another thing that we do differently in the Gambia and Senegal. And I also saw Sweet Ajeli do that when she made her tolo beefy jollof rice. So we cook it together with it, and I'm telling you, this intensifies the flavor of the stock, and you're cooking the rice in this good old rich broth that you created with the meat. So yeah, here we go. I am checking on it, and I can tell that it has to cook a little more. So I'm going to put the lid back on and let all the steam get trapped in there, and our rice will be done very soon. And here we are. It's been an additional 15 minutes, and boy, our rice Cannot look any better. Now, can your jollof rice ever look like this? This right here, my house smells so good. And I'm telling you, the kids love it. My husband really loves it. This is a staple. My mom, I always look forward to my mom making it. I always cook it in my house every other weekend. And this is what it looks like. This is the famous African jollof rice, Gambian jollof rice, West Africa's most popular dish, hands down. This is what it looks like. You can see that the rice is nice and fluffy. So I have turned off my heat at this point. I am going to go ahead and dish it out for you. I want to show you exactly how I would plate this type of meal if I have friends and family coming over, or just me and my husband and the kids eating. Guys, if I serve this, just the presentation itself, nobody can resist it, because first of all, it smells so delicious. It smells like 100% homemade, and it is delicious. So I am just plating it up. Just put your rice and the meat, because they're all together anyway. And I'm gonna just put my vegetables on the side. It makes it look pretty, and like I said, we always eat it together with our rice, because we get that is our daily source of all our nutrients that we need from vegetables, so as not to just eat the meat and rice. I'm just gonna garnish it with a slice of lemon. We do not eat that, and I also added just a little bit of mint leaves, again just for garnishing. And this is a final product. Guys, look at this. I so love this. I hope you get to try my version of it. Just keep an open mind. This video is not to bash anybody's culture or anything. It's just to show you how I make it. And I'm going to be serving mine today with some tamarind drink. And here we go. Good old tamarind drink. Guys, I had a ball that day. I made this on Saturday for lunch, and boy, was it good. So now a taste test, which is the favorite part of this video. You can see how fluffy the basmati rice is, and up close and personal, this is what we're working with. The meat is also very tender but not falling apart. It is really delicious. That is the goat meat right there. You can see how juicy it is. So, again, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you for stopping by today. If this is your first time here, you are absolutely welcome. You can feel free to look around. You might see a thing or two that you might like, and then you can go ahead and subscribe. Also, you can check out my second channel, At Home with Mansa, where I share DIYs, home organization, and shopping videos. Until I come your way next time, stay safe. I love you all. And to my Nigerian and Ghanaian friends, I love you all. One love Africa. One love Jollof. Hey, hashtag Jollof to the world. Bye, y'all.